So this is the part 2 to Cape Town. If you haven't seen the last video, the link's up here, but this is the 531 skinny on what to do in Cape Town. 5 things you gotta do, 3 things you could do, and 1 thing you bet not do. Stay tuned to Mr. Black Adventures coming up next.
Got so much to tell you, come on inside. Hey. You was MIA from the invite. Tryna give me daps with my hands tied. All I wish for, if you could go my way. Yeah, been had me from the start. You been on my radar.
So let's get right into it. Number 1, easily the number 1 thing you gotta do is go to Table Mountain. I mean, as soon as you land into this amazing city, it is the most noticeable standout thing that you're just like, wow, what is that? You gotta get there early because I'm telling you, it does pack in. You can park by the mountain as long as you get there early, but I'd say, I think it opens at 9. I mean, if you're coming around 10, you're kind of late. So get there early, take this amazing cable car up to the top of this mountain, or you can hike it. You have 2 options, but the views up here are absolutely amazing. Coming in at number 2, you gotta do it. It's the southern western point of the African continent, and it's Cape of Good Hope. You gotta do it. It's worth your time. It's a good drive south. It's a little bit over an hour, but along the way you get to take your, you get to drive through Chapman's Peak if you take that route, and it's a beautiful coastal view. I don't know if anyone's ever done the road to Hana, but similar in the sense that you literally just drive on the outskirts of the coast and you get these breathtaking views. Definitely keep your hands on the steering wheel and don't look outside because there's a lot to look at. But parking was relatively cheap. You can get great pictures. There is a small hike, and I would say this is on the moderate side. So if anyone of you guys are concerned about how difficult the hike is, this is kind of it in a time lapse. It's not that hard, but you get up here and it's worth it. You know, it might take you 5 or 10 minutes. And then once you finish, go back down the mountain around the corner, there's a restaurant, beautiful restaurant, and it just sits right here on the coastline. Once again, you gotta do it, add it to the list, must do, Cape Town. Get you some food, southern fried catfish and some pork belly. Oh my God, it was delicious. Next, number 3, Pearl. I'm telling you, like, this is a random thing. I was taking a chance, hey, let's go out of the city a little bit and go see what's going on. Definitely worth the time. There's a great Wagyu steakhouse on their own farmland, their own meat. They've got wine. It's all delicious. It's hands down one of the best decisions I made this entire trip. Get you out of the city. There's some great wineries over here. There's a beer house over here in this area. And then you've got this amazing steak restaurant where you basically, you pick the steak you want and they cook it for you. Worth the trip. You gotta do it. Check it out. Number 4, Landino Beach. If there's one beach you have to go to, you gotta go, this is the one. From start to finish, from the perfect sand, the waves, it's just the right beach. It's clean, it's beautiful, it's perfect. Easily my favorite beach in Cape Town, and there are so many great beaches here, but if I had to pick one, this is the one. Well, number 5, it wouldn't be right to not do a wine tour in Cape Town. There's so much great wine in this country, and especially in this city. And Group Constantinia is one of the oldest wineries in the area. There's a wine tour, it's fairly cheap. You get, free wine samples, and you get to purchase some of the finest wine that, It's just absolutely delicious. So definitely check it out. I tried to put the prices on here so you guys can kind of see what you're getting into. Not the cheapest wine for sure, but if you want to do a tour, you got to do this one. There's definitely some good values of wine here. I strongly recommend the dessert wine, which is actually the last one they let us sample. Absolutely delicious. I want to say it costs somewhere around $40. 5 years old. Perfect. Get a nice little carrying box. It's a good deal all around. Check it out. So that's what you got to do. But what if you could rent a Mercedes or a car in general and drive around this beautiful city in style? If you can do it, go for it. Number 2, watch a rugby match. Oh my God, this was actually a first for us. Really cool, so much energy in the stadium. Now check this guy out. Like I said, very much worth your time. And lastly, if you can, go check out Gold. This is an amazing restaurant that just had tons of surprises. It's so engaging, and there's tons of food. You know, it's just a good deal all around. Definitely worth checking out if you can, and especially if you're in by Victoria's Wharf. It's actually right down the street. So check it out if you got time. And lastly, don't you dare. Okay, now I'm not saying Nelson and I isn't probably good, but I'm gonna tell you right now, do not order the prime rib from here. It's absolutely horrible. I'm sorry I said it, it's horrible. But that's it, that's all I got. That's the 531 on Cape Town. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, if you didn't see the last safari video, I'll put a link up here at the top. Definitely the next video is coming out. It's gonna be Dubai. We were there for a little while and I've got some good stuff from there too. So thanks again. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And if you like the video, help me out, give me a shout. And if you guys got anything to say, I'm sure somebody will get mad at me for bashing a restaurant, but hey, don't you do it. So, till next time, Mr. Black Adventures.